Let it go. Keep trying. Step around. Keep trying.
Nah, he's strategic. He's setting guys up. He been boxing since a little kid, just like I've been boxing since a little kid. And you can tell, like, with the experience. Even with his last fight with Frank Martin, you can see Frank Martin was more so an amateur. Like, the experience he got is not on the level of, like...
Gervonta Tank Davis, known for his explosive power and disciplined approach, follows a strict training regimen in preparation for his rescheduled fight against Lamont Roach on March 1, 2025, at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. His daily routine showcases his unwavering commitment to excellence and peak performance.
Stop closing up and let it go. Keep trying. Step around. Keep trying.
Take all day, man. All day. Easy work. Easy work. Alright, guys. Right in the front, right here. Get the front press there. Easy work, man. Come on, down here, please. Right here. Back of the camera in the back. All the way in the back of the line.
Davis begins his day before dawn, typically around 11 a.m., starting with hydration by drinking a liter of water to kickstart his metabolism and ensure optimal hydration. He then spends 15 minutes stretching and doing light yoga to improve flexibility and prepare his body for the day's demands. During this time, he maintains a distraction-free environment, focusing entirely on the tasks ahead with unwavering concentration and commitment.
Yeah, you don't even sit, you got to move in off the block.
Davis moves to the boxing gym for skill-focused training, starting with 3 rounds of shadowboxing to refine technique and movement. He then works on footwork drills, emphasizing agility and balance, followed by a 15-minute jump rope session to improve coordination and cardiovascular endurance.
There you go. Get that. Good.
Next, Davis focuses on speed bag work to enhance rhythm and timing, followed by double end bag exercises for accuracy. He then completes heavy bag rounds to build power, with each round timed at 3 minutes and 1 minute rest intervals, simulating fight conditions to improve stamina and resilience.
Like, day one in the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning. I might run at night. It all depends what fits you. Like, I run in the morning. If I don't, I run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night. Or I run, and that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside, so I just be in the gym and home. That's it. Like, I don't go.
For real.
Okay.
So I do it for myself, but I do it for the people with me. My whole family is from DC. My whole family, like my entire family.
Don't bring them. Don't
what?
bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you,
They
don't
gonna
bring 'em.
celebrate with me. You hear
Don't
me?
bring them.
It's gonna be a party
And
on
I'm
your
gonna
field.
let y'all know something. His father was up here
It's
shaking
gonna- it's
on the
gonna
what's
be-
the name? He was shaking on the
Pops.
On the
Oh.
what?
shaking on
On the
my
what?
kids. He was shaking on this thing. On
Hey,
my
Pop,
kids, he was
never.
shaking.
Don't say,
Never.
bro.
Let's
Tell
cap.
me.
A key component of Davis's training is working with his trainers on combination drills to enhance offense and defensive practices to sharpen reflexes. Head movement drills improve his ability to evade punches, while counter-punching exercises boost responsiveness. Timing drills, range control, and angle-cutting techniques are carefully incorporated to ensure comprehensive technical proficiency.
Some people just go away and be
But you specifically.
me. First of all, I get a camp house, out here. Like day one in the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning. I might run at night, It all depends what fits you. Like, I run in the morning. If I don't, I run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night. Or I run. And that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside, so I just be in the gym and home.
For a very, very big moment. What is your normal day-to-day like at this time of a camp?
I'm also a night person, but I might go to sleep probably around like 3 to 4. Probably wake up probably like 11, get my run in, and then eat, probably lay back down, and then wake up probably like 6 or 7, get my night workout in.
Damn, so you're doing 2-a-days at this.
Davis recently commented on Tyson Fury's unconventional training camp ritual, which has attracted attention in the boxing community. When asked about it, Davis expressed surprise and amusement, acknowledging that every fighter has their own preparation methods. He noted, however, that Fury's approach was especially unexpected and unique.
I hear a lot of boxers do weird things during camp. I've heard like Tyson Fury said he saw 7 times a day.
What?
Because he wants to keep his like testosterone going. And then Marquez, when he was training to fight Floyd, he would drink his own pee. Do you have anything that you like to do during camp, like to help you get into that mode?
Nah.
Not like that.
Nah, I think he probably be bull crapping. Like,
You think so?
yeah.
He said it's like a scientific thing because like he feels like it gets his testosterone level and he can then carry that into the ring and like be the toughest version of himself.
Man. Sex make you weak.
No legs.
Yeah. Make you
That's
weak.
what I thought.
Yeah.
You have no legs after that. I don't
He's
know.
crazy,
Bro.
bro.
It makes it impressive. If he does actually do that and then
Yeah.
is the fighter that he is, that's impressive.
He's freak nasty.
That's some real freak shit.
Davis's training is carefully guided by his longtime coach, Calvin Ford, who has played a key role in shaping his career. Ford emphasizes a balanced approach, focusing on physical conditioning, technical skill, and mental preparation for peak performance.
My hands, before I go see tank, I gotta get shots in my hands. I gotta make sure my hands is right, cause I don't dumb them down with his punches. I let him do it. You know what I'm saying? And he get to go, you alright? You alright?
Yeah.
But work. I just feel sorry for the guys that really pushed the button. Martin pushed the button. Y'all see how it went out.
In interviews, Ford has emphasized the importance of discipline and consistency in Davis's regimen. He tailors training sessions to enhance Davis's strengths, like explosive power and agility, while addressing areas for improvement to develop a well-rounded skill set. Ford's training philosophy includes intense sparring, strategic game planning, and cultivating a strong mental attitude, all aimed at preparing Davis for the unique challenges posed by each opponent.
No one's been able to solve Tank Davis. What do you need to do together with you and your team and obviously your son to score that victory?
We got a game plan. We're gonna execute it. We're gonna get the
Move
results.
that head. Move that head. Bob and weave. Bob and weave.
Hey, that go both ways.
That go both ways.
Bob and weave.
Tank, what is Lamont going to learn March 1st inside that ring here at Barclays Center?
Bob and weave. Bob and weave. You got bob and weave.
He's in what?
You got bob and weave. Job, bob and weave.
The upcoming fight between Davis and Roach has sparked debate in the boxing world, with some critics arguing that it seems more like a financial spectacle than a true competitive challenge.
oh, he's doing this fight for money, and Tank is strategically picking him because in the amateur world, you guys fought twice, right? And you lost, what, both times in the amateur fight. So are you all friends? Are y'all cordial? First, what's the relationship?
We're cordial.
You're cordial.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
He cool to me.
He's cool to you.
Yeah.
And you haven't heard that he said anything differently?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He has?
No, he hasn't.
He has
Yeah,
not.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
Right.
confirming that. He hasn't said
He has
anything.
not said anything differently. So does it confirm people's suspicion that he purposefully picked you, not only because you're cordial, but because he believes he's going to knock you out?
Critics suggest Davis selected Roach because he sees him as an easy opponent, one he can defeat with little difficulty. Meanwhile, Roach is accused of taking the fight mainly for the payday, rather than for the competitive challenge.
Get the purse, and then you walk away with a nice piece of change.
I mean, you're in the wrong game if you don't think you're going to beat everybody. Like, anyway, but if you're saying specifically pick me because I'm going to be an easy cakewalk, everybody in the world knew that's not going to happen. I mean, like, that's not going to happen. Him personally, you know that. I think he chose me because I am going to be one of the better opponents that he's faced in his entire career, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Boxing analyst Showbiz the Adult recently expressed his disappointment over the Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach matchup, calling it a mismatch. He argued that top fighters in the division are avoiding Davis, forcing him to face less competitive opponents like Roach. Showbiz believes this lack of top competition detracts from Davis's career progression.
Here's my take on the fight. Everything is true about this situation. One, Gervonta Tank Davis was being ducked leading up to this. Shakur Stevenson ducked him. Lomachenko ducked him openly. El Rayo didn't want to fight this year. He wanted to fight next year. Another thing is, I was hearing that Tank wanted it at 135 and rehydration, all kind of shit. So, but I don't know how true that is, which it wouldn't shock me if that was true. Either way, for whatever reason, El Rayo fell apart. The options were just getting diabolical. All right, I understand that. At the same time, Lamont Roach versus Tank is trash. If Devin Haney announced he was fighting Lamont Roach coming up from 130 next at 135, I'll say that is trash. Let me tell you this. To me, Gervonta is far better than Devin Haney. So it's trash, bruh. It's trash.
Lamont Roach agreed with Showbiz's point, suggesting that if Tank Davis were truly seeking a competitive fight, he could have chosen to face higher weight class fighters like Canelo Alvarez instead of Roach. However, Roach noted that the idea of Davis fighting Canelo is unrealistic, as Canelo competes at 168 pounds in the super middleweight division.
Why was it so easy when he fought Frank Martin?
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me.
What's your game plan?
What was that? I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off.
Lamont Roach clarifies that his upcoming fight with Tank Davis isn't driven by money, emphasizing that he views Davis as an easy opponent. Roach compares the challenge to a piece of cake, confident in his ability to defeat him. He reminds everyone that he is the champion at 130 pounds, while Davis competes at 135 pounds. Roach suggests that if Davis truly wanted a competitive fight, he could have chosen to face fighters in higher weight classes like Canelo Alvarez.
By evidence of what? Your record? Because you had to get, if I'm not mistaken, you had to get permission to be bumped up to that weight class of lightweight in order to fight, because you're in the what, range of 130?
Yeah, I'm the champion at 130.
You're the world champion at 130 and he's 135. Yeah, so aren't there other fighters he could have fought within an upper weight class like Canelo? I've heard a lot of people say, why isn't he fighting Canelo rather than Roach? What's up with that?
They want that man to fight Canelo, man?
They do.
Oh, no, that's
I've
crazy.
heard a lot of people say that.
That's crazy.
Floyd Schofield, another lightweight boxer, shared his opinion on Gervonta Davis's focus ahead of the Roach fight. He suggested that Davis would be better off concentrating on his opponent rather than getting distracted by outside noise, such as social media or personal issues.
You mentioned, obviously, the Lamont Roach fight with Gervonta. We don't know if that's happening 100% December or January, but how do you see that fight going? Do you feel confident giving a prediction on someone else's fight as opposed to your own?
Me personally, no, because I don't know what Lamont Roach and his team are working on. I don't want to, down the man, because who knows? Maybe he might shock the world. It's not on us to decide. I mean, boxing is a one-shot sport. Anything can happen. Nobody's invincible from getting knocked out. So, I mean, Tank better stay off Twitter. He better worry about his opponent. So, that's all I got to say. But in my opinion, Tank should win, but you never know.
Stephen A. Smith, a prominent sports commentator, shared his thoughts on the Davis versus Roach fight, expressing concerns that Roach might be at a disadvantage due to his size. Smith noted that Roach is too small for the matchup and suggested that Davis, being the larger fighter, could have the upper hand.
And lastly, Stephen A., last name I, of course, want to throw your way is Gervonta Davis. I know you believe in his skills.
Yes, I do.
What do you think of his fight with Roach? I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think Roach is too small. I think Roach is too small. And that's my issue. I'm not questioning the skill set or anything like that. But it was similar to Frank Martin. You know what I mean? This guy comes in there and you got 18 fights. And I remember watching that pre-fight press conference when he was annoying Gervonta Davis so much and he cussed by accident.
Roach addresses concerns about his weight class, stating he is comfortable fighting at 130 lbs, despite some people claiming he is too small for the division.
Obviously, Tank isn't the biggest 135-pounder. Everybody fights is damn near bigger than him. I think the only person that was smaller than him was Pitbull. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just in height and stature. He was, technically bigger than Tank too. But Tank is comfortable at 135, so I don't blame him for fighting that way. But he's not a big 35. I don't see why people like, oh, you brought up a smaller guy, woo-de-woo, blah, blah. I mean, like, to me personally, I'm not studying that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna keep saying that. They're gonna keep saying that. You know what I'm saying? I fight at 130 because that's what I campaigned at. That's why I started my career. That's where I campaigned. That's why I worked my way up to a world title. And that's what I was gonna do. My plan was always to move up to 35 and win another title. So it just happened a little, a little earlier than normal.
Yeah, but I mean, you fought at 35 before.
It was just, so technically, them wasn't just 35 fights. When a boxer starting their career, you don't necessarily have to make 130 pounds because we're not in title contention or none of that. So the opponents that I was getting, the opponents that were there or were available, opponents that were selected for me were probably bigger or they just couldn't make weight.
Roach posted on his Instagram story, "They keep asking me for it. He said that, not me. I'm locked in, ain't changed. March 1st, Brooklyn."
I think it's where I'm supposed to be at, honestly. I worked my ass off to get right here, so it's about time.
Lamont, when Tank says that he's going to retire at the end of next year, do you think he has one foot out the door?
Yeah, for sure. I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me. So, I'm going to just take advantage of him and show him why he shouldn't have said that or why he shouldn't be contemplating that.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried about that.
Do you believe the upcoming Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach fight is a must-watch event, or does it seem like a mismatch? Share your thoughts in the comments.